Coming up this week, do you know me? Hello everyone, and welcome to Sunday Spoilers for this week. We are taking an opportunity to be able to prepare ourselves for worship, to prepare ourselves for being in God's presence and what that means and how great that is, getting a chance to look ahead to what God is going to reveal to us. We are continuing our summer series. The series is entitled, What If Jesus Asked Me? So we're looking at questions that Jesus asked. And as we talked last week, Jesus in all the Gospels asked 307 questions. He was asked 183, and he only directly answered 3 of those. So he spent a lot of time asking questions. Questions are powerful. Questions help us to wrestle with ideas and concepts and really to take ownership. When someone asks us a question, we have to respond with an answer. In order to answer something, we have to really think about something. We have to process that. And so that was a technique that Jesus used with his disciples, and he uses that with us too. Some of these questions really cause us to grapple with things. Some of these questions really cause us to dive deep into what we think about that. What does that mean for us? And so it allows us to take ownership of this idea that we are a child of God and we are trying to follow Jesus the best way that we can. And these questions can help us to do that. So the question for this week is, do you know me? Seems kind of simple on the surface, but really, if it doesn't cause you to hesitate, if it doesn't cause you to kind of really ponder that idea, do I really know Jesus? Do I really know who he is and who he calls me to be in the midst of that and how that relationship works? I think there's a lot of depth to this question. There's a lot of pondering in this question. And this question comes from John 14, and this is part of the farewell discourse of Jesus where he's really summarizing a lot of what his ministry was about and just trying to help them understand where things are moving and what's happening. So let's hear this now. This is John 14, verses 1 through 14. Do not let your hearts be troubled. You believe in God, believe also in me. My Father's house has many rooms. If that were not so, would I have told you that I'm going to prepare a place for you? And if I go and prepare a place for you, I will come back and take you to be with me, that you also may be where I am. You know the way to the place where I am going. Thomas said to him, Lord, we don't know where you're going, so how can we know the way? Jesus answered, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me. If you really know me, you will know my Father as well. From now on, you do know him and have seen him. Philip said, Lord, show us the Father, and that will be enough for us. Jesus answered, don't you know me, Philip? Even after I've been among you such a long time? Anyone who has seen me has seen the Father. How can you say, show us the Father? Don't you believe that I am in the Father, and that the Father is in me? The words I say to you, I do not speak on my own authority. Rather, it is the Father living in me who is doing his work. Believe me when I say that I am in the Father and the Father is in me, or at least believe on the evidence of the works themselves. Very truly I tell you, whoever believes in me will do the works I have been doing, and they will do even greater things than these, because I am going to the Father, and I will do whatever you ask in my name, so that the Father may be glorified in the Son. You may ask me for anything in my name, and I will do it. How well do we really know anyone? I think there's different layers of knowing people. There's different depths of knowing people. And so this question, how well do we know Jesus? Do you know me? Jesus asks us. He kind of goes into the answer a little bit when he talks about, I've been with you for such a long time. And I think that's a key part of knowing Jesus, spending time with him. A lot of times we hear this text and think about this place in the sky, this place where he's going to prepare for us. It's this house that we have in heaven. Really, I think there's a lot of relationship aspects going on here. That it's about being in Jesus and the indwelling of Jesus in this world. That he and the Father are one. It's that he's with us wherever we are, wherever he is, we're with him. This idea of relationship. How well do you know Jesus? Do you know me? Jesus asks. Great question for us to think about. Great question for us to figure out how we can be better at that. How can we know Jesus better? I think relationship is the key. Look forward to seeing everyone on Sunday. Look forward to diving into this idea of knowing Jesus, knowing what he is, knowing who he is, knowing what he brings to us, knowing how our lives are better because of who he is, because of who we are, because of who he is. I'll see you all on Sunday, everyone. Take care.